Hey everybody, I'm Josh, and welcome to another episode of Just Sayin. Thank you. On the show today, join me as we celebrate our dads. That's right, it's Father's Day, so sit back and relax because I got a lot to say. That's right, everybody. We don't need HolidayInsights.com to tell us that it's Father's Day, but we do need them to remind us that it is National Cat Adoption Month. So if anyone or yourself is looking to get a pet for your family or household, please look at your local shelters. I will say it till I'm blue in the face and until the day I die, which is probably why I'm blue in the face. You won't know the true impact of the saying, not only do you save their lives, but they save yours until you adopt. So be sure to look at your local shelters if you're looking to get a pet. Also, it's Father's Day. And I want to thank the studio audience who all wished me a happy Father's Day. Thank you. I am a dog dad, and it's very stressful. Like, for example, yesterday. Normally, when I go to leave for work, about 20 minutes before I leave, I'll take Taser out and let her go potty so that when I come home, it's not all over my floor. And so yesterday, she had a wild hair up her butt, I guess, and went out there, and recently she started laying down and like rubbing her back on the grass. I don't know why I just had to act that out for you, but I did. And she just laid there. It got to a point, we were out there for literally 5 minutes. And it got to a point that I had to act like I was going to pick her up and carry her in. And she actually got up and ran in then, but anyway. So yeah. She's obnoxious sometimes. And like the other day, and maybe I said this on the last week's show, I don't know, people, because it's June 6th, and I had filmed episode 8 3 weeks ago, and I intended to quickly film this one. I haven't even finished writing 10 yet, which there's a logical reason, and I'll get to that here in just a minute. But I was going to do this bit where at the beginning of during my open, I was going to say something to the effect of, so crack open a cold one, sit back and relax, blah, 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 blah. And then I would take a drink of my Mike's Hard Lemonade, and the intro would start. And you all know that I can't do these in just one take because I'm an idiot. And so you don't know how many times I've had to start over. I went through a 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade in 2 days. Average 2 days. I have 3 full episodes filmed. I haven't 2 or 3. I haven't watched them yet because I'm terrified of how it actually worked out. But yeah, so I had to eliminate that so that I could film an actual episode in case. But don't worry. Trust me, I'm going to continue rehearsing that way. But hopefully I'll get a good take out of those and maybe be able to post that. But at least with this episode, this one I'm doing now, I'll have a backup in case it doesn't happen. So if this is the episode you're watching, I'm sorry, I am not drinking. But crack open a Mountain Dew if you want. Anyway, I would like to introduce you to a couple of people in the show that have recently started the show, working at the show, I should say. One of them I kind of introduced to you at the beginning of season 2, maybe the end of season 1. But I didn't realize how high the camera was going to be, and he was really never in a show. But this is Sammy. I think at the time I was asking you guys to help me name him, but I just settled on Sammy because he's like Uncle Sam. He's an eagle. Well, Uncle Sam wasn't an eagle, but he's a patriotic guy. And he's an eagle. So I'm naming him Sammy. This one, long story short, my grandmother, before she passed away about 10 years ago, had 2 girl bells and this one. And like I said, they're bells. And I'm trying to give you the Reader's Digest version. But she lived in the unit that I currently reside in. I have lived in this unit off and on for the last 10 years. There obviously have been other people living here. My dad did a spray insulation thing up in the attic. And the decorations that I used to have when I first lived here, shortly after my grandmother passed, were like Dollar Tree decorations. So I had put them in the attic when I was done with them. I think they were Halloween decorations. And I know that people have lived in this place since I have, and whatnot. So shortly after I moved here this time, which was maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3, I went up in the attic looking for said decorations. I didn't care if they got thrown away. I just wanted to see if they were still up there. And lo and behold, they were, as well as my grandmother's decorations. So my sister, who was always in charge of decorating my grandmother's house for holidays, and props to her, they always looked great. She came over, my other sister came over, my mom came over, we cried, went through them all. The girls took one of the girls, I took the boy. And so I'm naming him Manny, because he's a snowman. And if I had the girl bells, they would be named Snow Manny, or Woolmanny. Okay? I'm not discriminating here. Snowman. Anyway. So yeah, please welcome Sammy and Manny to the show. You guys will probably like them better than me anyway. I do want to apologize in advance, and I haven't had to apologize in advance for a while, but I do want to this time. So I got into an argument / turned into a bet / competition thing. So what happened was a friend and I were talking about how funny I'm not, and I was talking about the show, which, let's be real here, anytime I can, I'll bring up my show with whoever I'm talking to, even if it's a random stranger. And so, true story. And so, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So we were talking about me not being funny, which I'll admit I'm not. Unless I am in the right setting and the right thing happens, I can sometimes think of a really funny punchline. But I do get my jokes from latenightLOL.com. And so I was like, dude, you're not funnier than professional comedy writers. Like, whatever. And so we decided to do this thing where I would write down one of my favorite jokes from the website, and he would come up with his own joke. And we both stapled ours shut, gave it to a mutual friend of ours who has just a neutral third party. They decided which one was the funniest. I, to this moment, don't know which one was the funniest, but I'm being told now that I'm not. So, I've decided, because I didn't win that one, I have to win, because it's my show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you both jokes, and you're going to decide which is the funniest joke. So comment below and let me know if the friend's joke is the funniest or if my joke is the funniest. And I better win because it's my show. That's all I've got to say. But I have friends out there who, if they see anyone say I win, they will purposely comment that the other friend won because they don't want to see me win. Anyway. Regardless, when we get to that point in my monologue, I'll let you know when it is. And I'll tell you which joke is which. And I am being told right now that I did not win. Well, I was told that a second ago. But I did not win. This is the joke of the week. I have no idea what it says. It is stapled shut. Our mutual friend rewrote them, stapled the winner shut. Obviously, I didn't win, so my script was written by said friend, and the joke was put in there. So, yeah. Anyway, moving along. And here we go. One more quick thing. I want to just announce that the email for the submissions of the contest is officially closed. So I have not, in real time, and by the time this actually airs, I have not checked my email in a couple of weeks because I forget about this email. And I'm shortly after I get this posted, which is what the first thing I do when I wake up on Sunday mornings. I will, as soon as I get this one posted, I will check the email and look for the quickest, the first time-stamped email with the murderer, at least 3 clues, that pointed you to the killer. I will have a winner. So, be sure to watch next week when it's all announced. Fun fact, next week is the season 5 finale. See, this season has gone so awesome. It doesn't feel like it should be the finale already, right? Right. Just agree with me. It's my show, people. I think that's all. But do be sure to watch the season finale. I will say next season is kind of meh compared to all the awesomeness we have this season. But yeah. Anyway. So that's all of that. Let's go ahead and get the Father's Day celebration going with another cheesy monologue. So my production system is acting really weird. All of a sudden there was an update a couple of weeks ago, and it was fine. But now all of a sudden I can't switch pictures until the intros are done, which kind of throws off the whole way I do everything. I try to plan ahead. Anyway, as usual, I went to latenightLOL.com and in the search bar typed in shocker Father's Day. So all the jokes except for the 2 will have something to do with Father's Day. So hold on tight. Here we go. President Obama joined Twitter today with a tweet that began with, "Hello, Twitter." His bio says that he's a dad, a husband, and president of the United States. Come on. Did he really have to say that he's a dad? He started his tweet with, "Hello, Twitter." Alright, so it's time now for the competition. I'm going to read my joke first. Again, comment below. Let me know if I win. I better. It's my show. Remember that. It's time for my joke. Here we go. A group of parents are trying to get a pride rainbow flag taken down from outside a teacher's classroom, saying that it's like the Confederate flag. Which I guess you could say it is, but at least the gays won. And now it's time for the joke I've never seen before and may offend everyone. And I apologize in advance. Please don't stop watching my show. Starbucks has announced that they've hired their first black female COO, or as their co-workers call her, Venti Coco Mochaccino. I will say that was kind of a good one. JCPenney's. Well, I scrolled the wrong way. There we go. JCPenney's has a new ad in their catalog that features a pair of gay dads. Some people were shocked by the ads, especially the guys' wives. Dennis Rodman said that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is an awesome guy and a great dad. In response, Kim Jong-un said that Dennis Rodman is bat crazy. Okay, there's a delay, which I had to learn once I started using the speaker, between when I hit the button and when it starts. So I'm trying to get the censoring thing down still. Like, I'm going to hit the button right now, and there's like a good second delay. So I apologize. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great Father's Day. Nothing says thank you, Dad, like a turbo nose hair trimmer. Dang it! Dad, don't watch this until after you open my gift. Let's be real, you don't watch this anyway. Anywho, this year Americans are said to spend around $15 billion on Father's Day. When dads thank their kids for their gifts, they were like, no problem, we put it on your credit card. Yesterday, shortly after the Super Bowl, a brand new dad named his baby after Tom Brady. The baby's name is Lucky Bastard Jones. Here's this week's point to ponder. Dad, thank you for giving me enough emotional baggage to have a creative outlet, to be able to be creative, but not enough to become a prostitute. That was an accidental hit, but it kind of fit. But not enough to be a prostitute. Nothing wrong with prostitution. You can always call them when you're in a pickle. I just read that iPad accessories are some of the most popular gifts for Father's Day this year. Yeah, I got my dad a screen protector, a new charger, and a leather case. If he ever gets an iPad, he'll be set. See, I think ahead. In Florida, a baseball team is celebrating Father's Day by handing out free pregnancy tests, which sounds like a great idea, except the women have to pee on a bobblehead. Wouldn't you love to be the player who is that bobblehead that they have to pee on? Oh, by the way, Sammy Sosa, Albert Pujols, Fukudome. I don't know baseball players. Give me a hockey joke. I got you. And finally, oh, shut up. Remember my show. I could go to the website right now and sit here and read all of them to punish you. Anyway. Today, again, is Father's Day, or as NBA players call it, put your phone on Do Not Disturb Day. See, that joke was worth waiting for. Today on the show, as I said, it's Father's Day, so we're going to take a look at everything fathers love to do. And one thing fathers love to do is chores around the house for their honey-do list. Just kidding, we hate them. Anywho, because we hate doing those honey-do lists, I have a feeling that the pictures you're going to see are retaliation. Just kidding, it's just stupid people. I call it how it is. So with that said, it's time for What's Wrong Here? This app issue is really torquing me. Here we go. Now, I understand that when you are remodeling and you're doing a bathroom or even putting in a new bathroom, that special order doors are expensive. But they look a hell of a lot better than this. Just saying. How would you like to work in the office building and have to walk literally through this every day? That was not planned properly. I understand that when you go to like a professional sports game, because I used to have season tickets to a local hockey team here, and they don't, especially professional sports, they're not cheap tickets. But I bet this one was really cheap. if he paid regular price and got there and that was his seat, I would complain. Now, I've shown you guys pictures like this before, with trees in the middle of driveways, which I can kind of look at and say that would have been a nice idea. Maybe the tree, maybe it just didn't work out like they thought. There is no way that this wasn't already there. It's a post. It's a lamp post that the city put in. And you couldn't think of a better place for your driveway? Really? Because that driveway, regardless right now, is useless. Just saying. Which is why I named the show that. And how do you not know? If you're building a railroad track, which I understand I've never done, I can't say that it's an easy job, but figuring out where to lay it and not have a beam in the middle of your railroad seems pretty easy to me. Who knows? And why? Why? Why is there a door? It's not like you can open it anymore. It's not like you can close it. Why have a door there? Clearly that pipe has been there. It's a big pipe. It looks like a pipe that has a lot to do with their sewage or their water or something. So clearly it has to be there and has been there. Really? Oh, Lord. This next one, I can't explain it. I have tried to think of both sides of the argument as to maybe it's decorative, but the one above and below it aren't that way. Just this window, which I will warn you, try to find it. It's going to be like a Where's Waldo. Here's a hint. It's not the one missing glass. Now, for this next picture, ridiculous. If you are the person, I understand that not everyone has a truck. I'm not a truck person. I prefer cars. But I know people who have trucks. And if I didn't, I know that I could go to like a lumber yard and rent a truck for like $20 for the entire day. There's no reason that the person would have to have done this, and there's no reason that the employee allowed the person to do this. I literally want to know if that person got pulled over on their way home. If they didn't, the police in their town are stupid. This, I'm hoping, is because of an earthquake. If not, you need to get a better architect and construction people. And finally, don't you love it when you go and look for a home and you're doing a walkthrough, and as you're walking through, certain corner of the house is kind of bouncy? Well, now you know why. You're welcome. Well, the next thing that dads love to do is tell their dad jokes. How can I do a Father's Day episode and not do a version of the 10 with the 10 best dad jokes? Hold on tight. It's time for the 10. hold on tight. It's time for the top 10 best dad jokes. Now, I want to say I don't know where I got these. I went to google.com, I clicked image search, I typed in best dad jokes, and I got these in memes. So, hold on. Here we go. Number 10. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Number 9. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? Don't worry, he woke up. Number 8. Sorry, I'm out of practice doing this. What do you call a fat psychic? A fortune teller. Number 7. My wife told me that to take the spider out instead of killing him. Went out, had a few drinks. Turns out he's a web designer. So we have that in common. I have a degree in web design. Number 6. But she didn't know that. Fun fact. I just wrote a book about falling down a set of stairs, and trust me, it is step by step. Because I'm good at it. I can even write you a book about how to fall upstairs. Done that before, too. Number 5. And yes, I was loaded. 2 hot dogs were walking down the street. Suddenly one turns to the other and says, "Mike, your wiener is showing!" Number 4. I used to be addicted to soap, but don't worry, I got clean. Number 3. Hold on, my stupid app. There we go. Number 3. I can't take my dog to the park because all the ducks try to bite him. I guess that's what you get for having a purebred. Fun fact, don't feed bread to ducks. It kills them. I don't know how that all got started. Look it up online. I heard it on the news. Supposedly, park rangers are now starting to warn people, true story, not to feed bread to ducks because it makes them sick. You're supposed to throw something else. I don't know what. Preferably nothing, because there's always a sign that says, "Do not feed the ducks!" And that's why. Number 3. Oh, wait. I already read that one. Here we go. Number 2. Can February march? No, but April may. Or the one I like better. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ain't 9. And the funniest joke I found on an Google image search is... I'll be honest. This one I heard on... Well, I'm sorry. That's not the joke. It's just a sentence. I'll be honest. This one I did not get online, but it's the funniest dad joke I can think of. And I actually got it off of the show How I Met Your Mother. So it's a good one. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. It's a thinker. Or maybe I should say it this way to help you. It's a thunker. So, one thing I know all fathers love is cute, adorable kitties. It's time for this week's edition of Possibly Adorable. Okay, so I just tried to scroll while the intro was going and it wouldn't let me. So it's really starting to irk me off here. So for this episode this week, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a while since I've looked at these pictures sober, so I can't remember what they are. So if I bust out laughing, it's probably a good picture coming up. But yeah, I decided to go and show you pictures of cats stuck in things. Because let's be real here, people. We all know cats like to climb and get into places where they, look at them and think, what the what? So that's what we're looking at today. And how would you like to be the person to open this drawer and see your cat like this? Bah! Hi. Oy vey. Now, this one, while sad, is really kind of funny. Because clearly the cat got in there for a reason. And clearly we know what the cat got in. And clearly only the cat's in there now. It's a mouse ball. With no mouse, just a cat. So that mouse is not having a good day. Neither is this next cat because he got stuck in a vase. And not in a good way. I don't know what good way there would be, but the next picture is really adorable. I know it was a bad segue. I couldn't think of anything else. Anyway, this next one, it really reiterates my point when I say, how do they do it? I don't know. Like this cat. I pulled up the next picture. This next picture. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to let you see the picture. I just want to say the funniest part is the cat's eyes. And make sure you look where you sit down. This next one really points to the fact that cats, you can't do everything you think you can do. For example, you can't jump out a window. Point in fact, the cat is turned around looking at whatever she tried to jump out and get, while the body of the cat is the complete opposite way. Just looks kind of painful. Next up, just like the hangers, when you get in a place, the cats don't think about long term. Like, how am I going to get out of this? Now, this next one leads a lot of questions unanswered. Like, how did the cat get up there? Or, what happened when the person came out of the bathroom? Did the cat jump on him? Did they shark themselves again? What really happened? Maybe it's the journalist wannabe in me. I don't know. This one, I think we can all guess what the cat was trying to do. Help you make coffee, of course. It didn't think it was litter. Not at all. Just trying to help you make the coffee. And this one I put in here just because the cat is too darn cute not to put in there. The cat is asleep. Just like this. And that is why I would like a cat. Just because sometimes they can be really cute. Other times, they're the devil. Anywho, that brings us to the end of the show today. So, for the week, I do want to say, Dad, happy Father's Day. I love you. Thank you for being by my side and wanting to smack me around and argue with you all the time about the way I should do things. And when I argue and apparently am not the correct one, you get to say I told you so, but you're always still there by my side. And you haven't given up on me. I love you. I remember this. We're talking about a man here who, and I'm not saying he's the only guy to ever do this, but they get extra props in my head, that worked a second or third shift job because it was extra money and forfeited time with his family in the evenings, and even during the day when we were out of school, because he would sleep during the day. And yeah, so thank you, Dad, for doing everything and sacrificing everything you had to in order to provide for us. I love you. I will always love you. Happy Father's Day. With that said, I just want to say, if you think there's something funny I should see and share on the show, please let me know. There's my social media accounts. And also, while you have a second, because you're going to have to comment about which joke was funnier and I better win, please like, subscribe, comment, and get the notifications anytime I post a new episode. And please be sure to join me next week. As I said, it is the season finale, where you'll find out who is the killer, what were the clues, and who is the winner. As well as more of this sound, as not only do we close the murder mystery, and yes, you just saw me move my hand away from it, so that's it for today. Or is it? But be sure to join me next week for the season 5 finale. It should be a fun episode. Until then, everybody, that's all I'm saying.